Welcome back to Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, Season 2, Episode 23, Marching Out the Zombies 2. Last time, Giselle showed just what zombie power is, which, again, it's dangerous, but I'm also curious, like, how do we do this, you know? It seems like the zombies don't actually, they take damage, but, like, they don't stop, you know? So, Charlotte made a point of mentioning, like, do we disintegrate? I was thinking maybe head cut off, but I doubt that's going to be that symbol. Excuse me. And then we also have the fact that Toshiro's here now, so, like, how do we revert that for him? I'm hoping that he's alive. I think we can save him. So, yeah, I guess we're going to deal with more zombie powers. Let's get in this episode and see what happens. Ay. Practically gone. Oh. I was gonna say, don't say only. Don't say only. Chibas. Get in there, Kurosuchi. That was an ice knee. Oh my god. Okay, this is classic Bleach, getting slashed up and nothing's gonna have really lasting damage, but still, it's visceral. What? So he's dead? Oh my god. What? I feel like you very much are. Oh, this is not. Goodbye, Charlotte. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Charlotte. Goodbye. Oh yeah. Oh, damn. He is such a fun character. Oh my gosh. What is that? He's got his sword out. Okay. Damn. Yeah, kind of. Please. That was cool. Please. As if. Girl. But that was cool, like holding his sword so he bankais with it. What is he doing? What is he doing? But how? How did you get him? When? When did you drug him? What, his brain can't handle it? But, yeah, it's because you could stab him. Okay, but we can't just kill Toshiro. We gotta cure him. Come on. Kurosuchi, don't kill him. Come on. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind that, but, like, can we fix him? Be nice. Be nice, Mayuri. Be nice. Oh my. They are dead? Oh my god. What happened? Isane. What the? What is he doing to Toshiro? And talk about that. Yumichika used Keto last episode. You know, obviously we know that he's capable of Keto and his Zamato is a Keto type, but it's just interesting, you know, with all the shit going on. I don't know if it's just that he doesn't care what people think anymore, or if it's just like, it's that desperate, you know, that he needs to do it because, you know, has anything changed with his mentality of it? Or is it just the circumstances allow for him to use it, you know? Oh, we got a Byakuya info page. Here I was talking shit about him not being relevant. They gave him a whole info page. Yeah, he's got 360 protection. Not him slumping these three. Okay, calm down, dude. calm down. Why they got a briefcase? What? Whose man's is this? Wow. Here I was worried about those three. Here I was worried about those three Stern Ritter. They got scrubbed. We didn't even see that dude. Nada. And Grim Annual. We don't even know what they do. Oh, Pepe's the floating dude? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what characters we haven't gotten introduced to yet. There's a dude on like a floating saucer right now. Who'd you defeat? Please, what's happening? Oh, he's being mind controlled. There we go. Yep. Yeah, the floating dude, this one. Please. Okay, so far it just sounds like Zommari. Wasn't Zommari's thing love also? It was Amor, right? Oh. Oh, that's awkward. This fucking soundtrack can't take it seriously. Think he's gonna get touched by that shit? He's not even using Shunpo, he's just fucking. Yeah, he just said he was on Bakto, yeah. Or Souls. Oh. Put him in a Kido, on a Bakudo, and fuck this dude up with some Kido. I am blocking it, not getting sliced. Oh my. Wait. It didn't. Oh. Putting the Cupid. Ew. Yeah, it's gonna be a Cupid bow. Oh, who is this? Rukia? Oh, does zombies? Please. I think they're good. That's why they have this thing on here. Okay. What happened to Giselle? Damn. Those three really kicked their asses? These visors suck. These visors fucking suck. Oh. Okay, so they have Arankar blood. That makes sense. They have hollow blood in them. That was kind of the whole point with the Bankai stealing. What about Rangiku? I have gotten all the blood. So he just gave him a blood transfusion, basically? Oh my god. Such a fun character. Oh. Oh, fuck. He's got his Bankai out. Yes. Please, the shortened version of the song, too. They're like, yeah. I was expecting the whole damn song to go off. Chomp chomp, motherfucker. Damn, there is so much infighting going on in these last couple episodes. Oh. Damn. You don't have to destroy everything, dude. Don't you want to, like, take over? Whose voice is that? Oh my god, what? I don't know whose voice that is at the end. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me start at the beginning here. Okay, so we got Toshiro. Charlotte got fucked up. Rip Charlotte. um, Kurotsuchi. That was so interesting with the flashback. Like every time you kill me, you get reset. Like I thought there was a time travel aspect going on, but I wasn't sure how it works, and so I still don't understand how that makes sense because it's a memory thing. So like Kurotsuchi is dying, but then his brain travels back in time somehow. I don't know. I really did. I enjoyed that aspect because I always love when I just Mayuri is such a fun character. I said it a couple times in the episode, but I just want to make sure I get it in the discussion here. You know, it's so fascinating that we get introduced to him as this vile serial killer, basically. Um, you know, he we're introduced as he is like the perpetrator of the genocide against Quincy's. Obviously, we don't that how do I say this? Obviously, that is still true to the current day in a sense, but you know we know it's not the full truth at this point. There was an initial genocide and all that stuff. So obviously, he's introduced as this terrible villain. That's still one of my favorite fights is Ishida versus Mayuri. Um, just because it's one of like the first great fights of the series. You know, animation wise, we get introduced to Let's Steal and you know the Quincy history and all that shit. But even just I think he's the first visible Bankai in the show. Mayuri. It's just such a fascinating fight. Anyways, that's how we're introduced to the character, and then after that point, he still is the same fucked up person, but because of the lens flip of he's not an antagonist anymore. He's at least an ally of the protagonist. We'll say. I don't want to say he's a protagonist, but you know he's on the good guy side. You know, every time he shows up after that is just so fun to watch because he is such a. It's an interesting way to look at the show of perspective and you know the storytelling angle that we get. I mentioned it a few episodes now. I'm not really feeling it these last couple episodes, but I've mentioned how this season feels like the Quincy POV. It's kind of like they're the protagonists of the episodes. And so I think the show does a really fascinating thing of showing different perspectives on fighting, of characters, of you know right and wrong. That's just again such a serial killer, homicidal maniac, evil scientist, this freak of a character, Mayuri. Just putting the lens that no, he is the good guy. We're rooting for him. Is so fascinating, and I know that he's one of Kubo's favorite characters, so obviously he gets a little bit more love in that aspect too. But I can never be fulfilled with his screen time. You know, he's always going to be such a fun character to watch and to see him on screen, even though he's not necessarily the most skilled person or the most flashy. At times, he's just always so fascinating in what he's saying, and just the evil smile the whole time. So fun. Moving on from that, eventually he injects Toshiro, which is awesome. Because I think what I'm understanding is that he's made some sort of temporary anti-serum where he hasn't cured them, he hasn't brought them back to life necessarily. So from what I understand, they're still dead, they're still zombies. It's just he has taken over as the puppet master now. That's all the difference is. So I'm hoping we can get a long-term thing. But they've confirmed here that I guess Rose and Kensei did die, which I understand from a storytelling perspective. Grammy straight up said, my imagination is reality. I killed them. I can believe that part. What I don't understand is we saw Isane go fetch their bodies during the Grammy fight. So, where's Isane? How did Giselle get to them? What happened there? And then same thing with Matsumoto. We saw that Mayuri had anti-serumed them, but she wasn't. I didn't see her at all. They did a huge wide shot of let's look at the rooftop, and we see Giselle's hiding here in the corner, and we see Mayuri talking to the captain zombies and explaining, you know, all according to Keikaku kind of thing. Even the Irankar were there, but I didn't see Matsumoto at all. So I'm just like, what happened to her? I don't know if it's important or what, but it seems very intentional that she was not included in the group shot of like everybody's fixed. She was not there. Then we have Byakuya, Merkin, these three Quincy, which I'm kind of upset with because I want to know what their powers are. Obviously, we saw Thunder Girl before, so we know Candy. We know what her deal is. Mr. Briefcase, though, is like, okay, what's going on? He's got a gun. That's his whole Quincy power. Like, what's him? At least with Nanana, I just know his name's Nanana. That's because that's all I remember about it. Like, at least they kind of showed, okay, he can, like, he's got like a scanner kind of thing. It's very Dragon Ball, where he kind of like locked Byakuya with something and was like scanning for weakness, or I don't know. There was a little hint of like what his abilities could have been. So if he is dead, then at least we saw that. But with Briefcase dude, it's just like, I've got a briefcase and a gun. I don't understand what his thing was. So that's why part of me is like, I really hope that they're not dead. As fucked up as that is, like I was advocating for us getting wins on the Quincy's, but also I want to know. I want to know what everyone does. And then my assumption is that I don't know her name. I don't know these girls' names, but the blonde one, short blonde one, must have either subdued or killed the pink-haired one. Because at the end there, she kills this Zommari 2.0. That's all I was thinking during the fight. I'm like, I'm glad they're not dragging it out with him because it's very questionably similar to Zommari. It's Byakuya versus some dude who can mind control people. And maybe mind control is the operative word here because Zommari had like limb control. I don't know. So it's not necessarily mind control necessarily. But it's like they're both black guys too. They both have this love angle to it. It was just so similar, and I'm like, what's the point in doing that? I don't know. It didn't quite resonate with me. So I'm glad that it was just like, here he is, and we're scared for a second, and he's dead. You know, I'm glad we didn't linger on that because yeah, it was just too repetitive from Zommari versus Byakuya. Yeah. I'm curious to see where we go. I'm assuming we're going to go to the Soul Palace now. We're going to deal with that Squad Zero stuff because at the end credits here was the three heading up to the Soul Palace and arriving. Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosion style. We have 3 episodes left for this season. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're just going to spend time with the Squad Zero. Because I'm trying to think of who we have left down there. There was Baz B versus Renji and Rukia, I think. But aside from that, there's Giselle, which I think we killed. I'm trying to think. Okay, so Giselle, Candy, the other 2 girls, they're all dead. Well, the blonde girl is still up, so technically she's out there. But she seems smart. I think she's going to kind of like tactical retreat. We had Bazby, Grim, whatever. Gun dude, and then Floaty dude. So those guys are all dead too. So, yeah, I think we're going to kind of focus on Squad Zero stuff now. And the remaining Stern Raiders. There's Askin, wannabe Eisen dude. We didn't see him do anything. He's very latent. I don't think we'll see him the rest of this season, but I'm trying to think of like who else of the Stern Raiders do we have that could show up, cause problems. But I think those will be core 3 villains. We have the whole lineup of like the Elite Four, to put it that way. Back in the first episode of this season, they were all lined up with Yuhabaha and Hashwalt. I think there was 4 other Quincy's there. So those ones we have to deal with. They haven't shown up on the battlefield at all, so I don't know if they're gonna pop up in Soul Palace somehow, or if they're just doing other plans. I don't know. Yeah, 3 episodes left. We're at Squad Zero's Soul Palace. Very excited. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one.